That's what's up, radio show. We are back. Another one. This is Jonata. Hey, we apologize about that. You know, we've been trying to get on the air since 3. We up here at Roscoe's Media Center. That's right. Duval County in the house. Representative Jasonville Rowan last night. BMikerob is here in the building.
Every day,
you know,
it's definitely going down over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, radio.
Okay.
We are in the building.
That's what's
Another
up.
Show.
Another show. But you know what? It's a lot of things that's going on. We got special people here I brought with me today. We're going to be doing a lot of giving a lot of information. We're going to really educate, entertain, because I'm going to let you know, again, you know I'm an artist. I've been independent since day one, BMikerob.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm putting it down. I got something for the stocking stuffers, too. You know that?
I definitely understand that.
I mean, you can put it in any one of your devices. It's been out there for over about 10 years now. I still been moving with it, and people still downloading it. And you should cop that today.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Is it up on iTunes?
It's up on. It's been on iTunes. It's there. Just type it in, Jonata. Type in "Stop the Violence." Use your talents, because guess what? That's what it is. Stop the violence and use your talents. You feel me? So, BMikerob.
What's going on today, man?
Oh, you know, well, hey, Sarge is out. He is out. You know, we doing some house cleaning, so I want y'all to know, look, that's what it is. You seen how quiet it was? Well, I don't hear Sarge, but I know he going to be probably calling in a minute.
Shout out to Sarge.
Yeah. One time for Sarge.
Regardless, Sarge, he definitely keeps it lit.
Hey, he keeping it real, because I know he want to definitely get on these current events and topics and things of what's going on. Obama just actually finished his speech today. You know, but before I get into these current topics, because I have someone here that I want to introduce, because you don't even know who I got sitting beside me right here. You know what I'm saying? I had to reach out, now you say you wear this T-shirt, keeping it 100. So guess what? Okay, I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100. Everything that you see, I've been doing this right here, right? This what it is. I got this guy right here who is this family right here. You feel me? Okay. This family right here. So when I say family, I'm talking about Mr. Abrams, none other than Frederick Abrams.
And how you doing, G. Smarba?
See, they ain't caught that one yet, but Smarba is there too. Yeah. So, you know, I got Frederick Abrams. He's a family man, an artist. He's an entrepreneur. He has done so many different things, and I want to make sure that we hit on him. But before we get into that, Frederick, I want you to do a little quick introduction, and then I want to talk about, okay, we were talking earlier about what Obama stated earlier, and some of the things that we're going through in, you know, this state in this particular time. And you're a man that's been all over the world. I mean, the Abrams Tower restaurant in Poland, you know, that's just the name of little. I mean, you're an artist. You've done jazz. You've got all types of things. You've even been on the Stop the Violence TV show with me too.
Yeah, I did that.
It's airing right now.
That was the last thing that I did.
That's true. That's true.
First thing I've done in the States since I was in Europe.
Wow.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
I was there for 25 years.
What all did you do over there in Europe? Just to give them a little bit.
Well, I've been working on a project that's about study of different cultures, cultural comparisons, and one thing led to the next. I ended up in Europe and lived in 3 different countries, the last one being Poland after France and Spain.
Now, as an artist and entrepreneur also?
Well, it was mainly for artistic purposes, but I ended up with a culture venue, which then turned into a multicultural restaurant, and so I was an entrepreneur as well.
Okay, but I don't want to get too far deep into that, because we're going to be here for a minute. But we always talk about current topics of discussion, right? BMikerob.
Yes, we definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And now
there's a lot of stuff going on.
I didn't get a chance to Instagram, but I was over there at Sony today. You know what I'm saying? And for the last few weeks, because you know I do a lot of transactions over there, I try to make sure I do some over there, because there ain't that many of us over there anyway doing no transactions. So since I live close to there, I try to make as many transactions as I can over there. You feel me? Because we got to be getting some of that too. But it looks like North Korea has put a dent in their pocket.
Oh yeah, you know what? I can honestly say this. I feel that maybe a lot of people won't agree with me on this, but I feel that was a very great strategic marketing plan.
Yes, it was.
You know what I mean? Because
they're going to capitalize off their digital sales.
I just don't see them shutting a film down that they've been pushing and that costs all that money to put out.
Right.
I just don't see them shutting that down. So I think they made a great move with that. That was a strategic marketing plan that was cooked up, and watch when the movie come out, it's going to really be big.
Everyone in the world is going to want to see this film now.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, it's just what it's all about.
That's going to be the biggest movie of all time.
It's all about marketing. You know what I mean? And everybody is doing it now. Everybody, you have to step out the box, do something that other people aren't doing, and that's never been done.
Right.
I mean, we know how Beyonce just released her songs and stuff like that, her album online, and it sold out.
That's true.
Jay-Z, when he signed with the when he did that, was it Google? When he it was like you got a phone with the phone.
Oh yeah, they
automatically got his album with the phone.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
come on, it's
well, you got to be creative
plans,
with
man.
these. Think outside of the box.
You definitely do. You definitely
have
do.
to.
So, I mean,
you have to be one of those people that can initiate and innovate and continue to move on, and that's what makes us leaders.
And understand this is Hollywood.
Okay.
Hollywood has to recreate themselves because of the fact that everything is starting to burn out and it's starting to be the same. So
and now Obama's part of the game. He's in it.
There it is.
He said we're going to retaliate, but we're not going to say now when or how. And I was dreaming.
So everybody wants to see that film now.
Maybe somehow he's going to get in the hands of all the people in North Korea.
There you go.
And speaking of Obama, he's done some great things with down in my area, further south, when you get to Cuba, man. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, there are some business people that I know that have really been wanting to do more there. With the embargo act that was there, and Frederick, you was telling me about during that time when the missile crisis, happened and how people were reacting during that time. I mean, there was chaos. My father was actually in the Coast Guard down there, and there was some things going further south in Miami. So I'm sure it actually, caused a chaos all over. But now it's going to be better for, the relationships between our countries.
It was not just chaos. People were scared to death that there was going to be a nuclear holocaust. I mean, everyone thought this was it. It came that close.
Wow.
I can only imagine how people start feeling.
I was a little boy, and the class teacher took us to an auditorium where we saw a black and white TV, and Kennedy showed where the missile silos were. We went back to class, and our teacher started screaming, "We're all going to die, we're all going to die." I couldn't believe it. I was just a little kid, and he couldn't hold it in. So, I mean, to me, it's like, wow, they're opening the door a little bit. This is, hooray. We don't know where it's going to go, but it's a major step.
Well, yeah, that is a major step for us, and, kudos for that. Even though I did hear, some flack from Rubio, down in that area, and I know if Sarge was here, he'll probably be lighting up right now about what's been going on. But listen, I'm gonna keep it moving. I also saw somebody that actually knocked the police out.
Actually, I saw that clip. It was I guess it was a white guy that hit the white cop.
No, this was a brother last night.
I saw this other one.
He was fighting like 5 of them. They tried to, the stun gun
I just
twice.
saw
they
it,
couldn't
man.
get him.
I saw one clip that the police officer was pretty much. They had this brother down on the ground, and it was a black cop and a white cop. They had him down on the ground, and this white guy came up from the back and and knocked the white police guy, knocked him down. And took off running. The guy that they had on the ground got up and just took off.
Again, the reason for the season, stop the violence and use your talents. Be useful and never give in. I'm Bungie for life, and that means being useful, never giving in. And one of the things that I'm not giving in to is the violence. Now, if he was wrong, he was wrong. Now, they're going to press charge against you. You already know what time it is. Listen, lawyer up, okay? If you're going to do something to him, at least do it the right way. They ain't the police 24/7. They ain't gonna be in a uniform 24/7. So use your head a little bit.
But I think all in all, it's becoming it's getting too far. A lot of people are starting to go too far with it. I mean, we understand that, like, again, there are some bad cops, but there are some good cops. You know what I mean? So
it's
like now we can't, you start, everybody that you see a police, you automatically smug them, and they're automatically giving them a reason to react. And it's kind of like they're testing them.
I think it's the biggest problem with prejudice in all senses, that someone is being victimized just because they are associated by their appearance with someone else. And they had nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
Just their heritage. Just because they're the same nationality. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate because, again, it's all, you see a lot of lots of the youth are watching this, and how are we pretty much putting the kind of positivity in their minds? It's all, why they're seeing so much negative. So
I got something for those youths. Listen, this is what I want y'all to do. I want you to go online, or if you're listening, or write this down, put it in your little side note, your sidebar, go to iTunes, search Gernado, Gernado, Persistence. Here's the album right here. I know they ain't doing this no more. You know what I'm saying? These CDs, I know when they getting their albums pressed up right now, they just going straight digital. But, you know what I'm saying?
Because I'm telling you right now,
when I did the hard copy, the digital is there.
That's on this section right now. They're automatically saying, "What is that? Is that a CD?"
Yeah, this is an actual CD pressed by my independent record label, Bungie. You see the Bungie logo right there? Let me put it in there for them, because see they don't get it till you show them. Okay, you see that? I don't know. Let me get it. Boom. For those that see that was the Bungie logo, you can download Persistence by Gernado, Bungie, Bungi is the name of the label. So, as I'm continuing being useful, never giving in, I continue to reach out and network. And one of the individuals, again, that sits right here to my left is Frederick Abrams. And he's an artist that actually inspired me to continue to, press at what, my dream and aspirations are,
Yeah, well, we met shortly after you came to L.A.
That's right.
And, I grew up here, so I know what it's like. I know all the steps you got to go through. People may dream of having that instant, you meet the right person, suddenly you're a star or whatever. And you're here doing something really important, something really different, and something that is really timely, and something that, it's always timely, the subject of violence.
It's so timely.
But in this point in time, and also coming from a culture that's dealing with the issues of racism at a level that hasn't been seen for, who knows, for maybe since the 60s.
Right.
It's a very important moment for what you're doing.
And see, you grew up as a white Caucasian in Los Angeles during that time. And how was that? Because the segregation or the racial profiling that as African Americans had to experience. What about from your standpoint, from your neck of the woods or side of the mountains?
Well, I think I had a really unique perspective on this because, first of all, the high school I went to was about 20% black, and it wasn't so well integrated. But one of my two best friends was. And we had this great star in our basketball team who became a star in the NBA, Sidney Wicks. And so, we were all connected. All the parties we went to with soul music, it was all Motown. We lived and dreamed that, lived in and breathed this.
Yes. It was every day. Beverly Hills, Hollywood, the Venice Beach, Malibu, Santa Monica.
It wasn't as integrated then, and there weren't so many Asians as I see now either. It's really changed a lot.
There was a lot of rock bands out back then, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, well, my favorite, my favorite was a star that a lot of people know. They still never heard of. His name was Arthur Lee from a group called Love.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like the kingpin of the scene on Sunset Boulevard back in the late '60s, and he came out with one record that to this day I think is a masterpiece of that era called Forever Changes. He was half black, half white.
Yeah.
And he was
like a mulatto, what we call.
And he sang about those issues. He sang about there's one lyric where he says, "If you think I'm happy, paint me." And you hear, I think, 3 different voices. I think one says white, one says gray, and maybe the other one says black. I don't know. But all at the same moment.
Okay.
So, he was talking about, the persecution that he felt. He made one song that became kind of popular with Jimi Hendrix as lead guitarist, and it was about persecution of the black culture. So, you know, I was around. Plus, I grew up through the Watts riots.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
and
how was that experience?
Well, you know, I mean, I was in the white neighborhood. Nothing happened.
So you didn't experience.
No, but watching
it
on TV was mind blowing. I mean, it's like, you know, there was total chaos. Stores were being, you know, burned down all over the place. And then in '92, I was.
Oh, that's Rodney King time, right there.
I was personally impacted by that in the strangest of ways. I went to a party in the Valley during the afternoon when there was still a curfew at night. And when I left the party, I saw down at the corner where my car was parked many people and police cars. And I walked down there and my car had been smashed.
Wow.
He said smashed. So they didn't take it. They just, you know, vandalized.
Well, no. What happened was there was a black policeman standing next to me, and he said, "Oh, that's your car?" He said, "Oh, my God." He said, "We just were chasing these two kids that we were suspicious had murdered someone. They came around the corner. They went out of control. They hit your car, and they crashed into the brick wall over there." And this guy went after one of them, and he put him in a detention camp, and he had him pay me back slowly, step by step. I mean, it was never that much, but he was really dedicated to trying to get, you know, this guy straight on what he had done. So, you know, I even saw that era through my own, you know, personal experience, but how to, you know, turn that into an issue for myself personally about blacks or whites or prejudice or anything, that was still for me just an issue of something that I can't even relate to.
So it's still a current, you know, topic and issue in our day and time now, even though, you know, there is a little change. And I see the phone lines lighting up, but, you know, the phone lines we're gonna open up, you know, at 3:45, you know, one time for Roscoe's Media Center.
Well, I mean, I think we can take some calls.
That's probably Sarge trying to get in. That's all it is. I know that's all it is.
Let's take a call real quick.
Let me see if this him. It probably is. I'm gonna hit this little button right here. Let me see. Hello, you on the air?
Hey, this is Sarge.
There it is. Let me put him on hold right now. I got the hold button for you now, Sarge. What's up? What's going on, Sarge? Can you hear us? Are you there?
Good, man. Just check a call. Just let them know I'm calling.
You live on the air?
Oh, I'm on.
You on the air, Sarge?
No, I'm not.
I have no headphones. So
see, we need we got to get BMikerob some headphones now. What's going on, man? We on the air. Can you hear us? Is everything good over there in Duval County?
Duval.
Hey, we won last night though, bro.
We won last night, baby. Hey, shout out to the Jacksonville Jaguars, man, and your boy, what's his name, Sedarius Marks got that $600,000 for one sack, man.
Yes, he did.
Hey, I got some news, man. The word on the street down here. B. Mike, Fred, everybody, shout out, much love, man. Merry Christmas. But I got the word on the streets down here.
What's the word?
Florida,
what's the word?
Man, is that Ciroc, the pineapple Ciroc that was brought up by P. Diddy is being recalled because supposedly people are coming up hot on drug tests because supposedly there's cocaine in Ciroc.
Wow.
Y'all haven't heard that?
Don't get on that Ciroc.
I heard that. So
look, man,
no more.
Streets is this, so that's the new conspiracy theory.
Now that you've stated that.
Is Ciroc a part of the plan to bring down
I don't think so, man.
As far as the prison industrial system and brothers coming up hot on the piss test. So we need to check into that, y'all. But that's the word on the street in Duval.
That's the word on the street.
So now that you brought that up, Ciroc is about to sell out.
Hey, B. Mike, I wish I had that much brand power, but maybe we do, huh?
I'm telling you.
Hey, we got Frederick here.
I see Mr. Fred here, and I'm letting everybody know, you know, again, shout out to everybody in Florida and everybody listening lit. Look, I can tell you this, man. Since I touched the ground, people are, like, excited about the show. It's shouting out to G and shouting out to B. Mike, and so we're doing our thing out here, and the buzz is really growing, and so we just want to keep it moving into 2015, guys.
Most definitely.
That's what's up.
Hold you up, but I
one
just
time for Duval County.
Continue to move forward, okay?
Hey, Duval County, man, all day.
Shout out to Sarge. Shout out to Sarge.
Sarge.
As well as
I see you.
They looking at them Vlado shoes. I got the poster in here on the wall, so I'm gonna be calling you so we can do some transactions
all
like
day.
G
You
say.
already know.
You know what I'm saying?
Vlado all day. And shout out to where's our lovely lady Desi, the Tabookilla?
Yeah, the fellas asking me what Desi at. They getting tired of looking at y'all three, but I say surely she's gonna make her grand entrance probably in the second half.
Yeah, we'll see. We waiting. We'll see. We will see. All I know, boy, it's a lot of women out here.
Hold y'all up, but again, man, I want to say I appreciate all you guys doing what you got to do, and we got to continue this movement through entertainment. Be Mike with the music, and
yeah, we finna go to break, Sarge. Now,
God, with the business, and me with my big mouth, and we gonna keep it moving. And Fred, we appreciate you filling in for us with that equation that we need to meet our quota for having that one white person on this week.
It's the first time I've been in that position, Sarge, but it's cool.
Hey, but no problem again. Live from Florida, man. We here at Fresh Beach Gallery, man. Shout out. We listening to y'all back in L.A. We love y'all, man.
Hey, save me some 3X T-shirts.
I know you're going to touch down. Be Mike, everybody. I just want to wish y'all a Merry Christmas. I love y'all, man.
Most definitely,
and keep
man.
it
Merry
moving,
Christmas.
okay?
Most
That's what's up. Hey, Sarge, save me some 3X T-shirts.
Hey, I got you. Come on down, man. And last but not least, man, no justice, no police, man. I want to shout out to Jazz. I got my boy T in here. I got my boy Mike. You know what I'm saying? And we just kicking back in Florida, man, checking out the show. So
tell them to download Stop the Violence, man.
Shout out to Jazz and T and all that.
Shout out to y'all. Download Stop the Violence. Do that for me.
Yeah, these boys down here in Florida need to stop eating, man. These boys got 6
download,
here, man.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
That's what's up. They
right,
definitely
y'all.
on my
Love
team.
you.
All right, one
Okay,
down.
yo. Okay, but yeah, I know Sarge was gonna dial in sooner or later. You feel me? Anyway, I want to make sure that we stay on point. We did our current events. We're getting ready to take a break one time for the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, Roscoe's Media Center, and also Pitbull Energy Drink. We also want to shout out Shopping Sherlock for making sure that you can find the best deals. So make sure you download the free app. All my friends or all my listeners, we thank you for listening to the That's What's Up radio show. You can always go on the Facebook page, the Instagram page, the Twitter feed. You know, it's all out there. Just go to the website. All the links are there. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back.
You already know.
That's what's up. Stop the violence. Jornado. Stop the violence. Use your talents. That's what I'm talking about. Download that today. Make that a stocking stuffer in your phone, your device, your iPad, your little inbox, whatever you have, let's make it happen. I'm being independent and continually pushing out here in Hollywood. BMikerob.
Yeah, you already know. That's what's up. That's
so
what's
yeah,
up.
I'm your artist. I'm your artist today, BMikerob.
You my artist. You my artist
I'm
today?
your artist today. That's what this is ordained.
Okay. So I got a couple questions for you. Because, and also these questions go out to a lot of the independent artists out there that's listening right now, because what this is about. This is a segment that I like to call, that BMikerob knowledge. So as an artist, so this is going out to you, G, as well as all the other independent artists out there. As an artist, how do you feel about your brand as well as your target market out there?
I feel good about the brand because the brand is, Bungie can always being useful, never giving in, and that's a positive statement into itself. And the reaching of the demographic is from young or old, because I reached the ones the ones closest to me, my family. You know what I'm saying? So if my family is not there, if they can't be reached, or be touched or inspired, then how can I reach the world? I got to start first, within my own camp. But before that, it's myself. You know what I mean? I feel good about it because, I'm Bungie for life. You feel me? Because I'm continually moving, and one of the things that I'm not giving into again is the violence, and that reaches all demographics, all areas. This isn't something that I just said, okay, let's go do. You know what I'm saying? Because of all of the issues that's been going on. I can go back to numerous times to wherein, we've had the elders that can't walk, that's just driving with us, to go pass out flyers, or, my older aunts or my grand uncles or my grandmama or my granddaddy, them walking the streets, you know what I'm saying, to make a difference in the communities out east, Jacksonville, or on the west side, in the north side, Kings Road area, on Main Street. These are some, predominantly, urban, communities, the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So building your brand and building your fan base. I mean, how do you go about your building your fan base? Because I look at it like this: your brand is who you are as an artist. Is your company is the person that I guess that you're putting out there for people to understand that every time they see that name, they know exactly who you are. So as far as building a fan base around that brand, how do you feel? How do you normally go about building that?
You know what? Being in the game, for a hot minute, you know what I'm saying? When I say a hot minute, I'm talking, as far as the marketing and promotions, I started guerrilla doing this, like in the mid '90s.
Okay, when you say, so basically you're saying you had the guerrilla grind going.
Yeah, guerrilla marketing.
You know me, I
guerrilla
call it
grind.
Guerrilla grind and hustle.
Wherever, hey, what's up? This what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, it's hotcakes. It's it's got to go. I mean,
so
you need to know.
Guerrilla marketing is pretty much putting in everybody's face. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay.
Within the budget that you're allowing yourself. But now, since social media is taking over, of course, the whole market changes now. So you can reach more individuals, and I'm learning and trying to continue to stay up with the social media platforms, and making sure that you have some of the smartest people around you that can do some of these things and keep up with the innovations at the same time, and continue to be a forward thinker. Because I took the brand into television, not just commercials. We started just doing commercials. We can do commercials and put hundreds of thousands of dollars into that. You know what I'm saying? I continue to do that for plenty clients that I have. But when you get into marketing into the social media, you can also do that there, of course, on you have your Googles, you have all these different platforms where in the analytics behind it to capture those numbers.
And that's a good point that you bring up, social networking, because I don't know if you've heard, but everybody that was on the Instagram and they had all the followers. Yeah. Instagram just did a big scrub, and it knocked off like let's take Mace for instance. Mace had about 1.5 million followers on Instagram. After they did the scrub for the fake followers and the ghost followers, they took off 1.4 million followers. So he went ahead. He went ahead and just deleted his account because all those followers were fake. Wow, they were ghost followers. So
well, I mean that's how people put the money into it. They put money into it. That's the budget.
That's fine, but that's fine and dandy. But then again, it's like you don't really know who really has fans though when you do that, because if you have let's say like they say Beyonce is first, Kim Kardashian is second. Kim Kardashian even had 1-point-something million shaved off of her because of the fact that those were all ghost followers. You know, so you can't in this industry. You can't really when you start falsifying things, they start to come out. Because if I tell a lot of independent artists, and you know how many platforms I have for independent artists, and the first thing I tell them is how many fans I have. And they'll tell you, each independent artist will say, man, I got a lot of fans, I got a lot of people following me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those major social networks out there. But you ask them to bring somebody to their shows that support them as a fan, and they can't even get 4 or 5 people there. And that's due to the fact that they're not, first of all, I feel that they're not engaging with the fans. Or they don't really have the fans. I don't want to know how many friends you have. I want to know how many fans you have.
Engaging could be, and I want to make sure I stay on point and answer your questions because, I just got on Instagram. Okay. So, I know when you talk about, those numbers and, people, there's plenty companies or plenty, methods that you can use, to boost your numbers. A lot of companies use that. I mean, that's just capitalism. And J. Cole was talking about that the other day. That's all that is. That's just business wits and smarts, and companies been doing that for years and years. And hold on, because you're being a brand, now right is wrong is wrong, but that's, again, it's a business. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
this is
at the same time,
business of music.
I definitely understand.
But when you talk about me, personally, I don't get into that. It's there. I know it's there, and
but
I know
you did say that that's part of their budget.
But that's part of that's part of the budget that individuals
of their marketing.
Use.
Is that part of their marketing?
But again, I want
to
stay from budget on them. Let me answer it from my standpoint.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know being in the music business or just in business in general as an entrepreneur, there are several areas where individuals use marketing tools to help boost their sales. Okay, so at the bottom line, they're looking at their balance sheets or they're looking at their financial statement. But from my standpoint, and I look at my financial statement also and make sure that as far as what I'm putting into my marketing budget, that those numbers equate what it's supposed to equate. And when you get into Instagram, though, I just got my Instagram account. I don't even know how many followers I have, but I know that now some of the devices out there can automatically go through your contacts list and import them, and then sometimes that starts, like a trend, like the octopus type of business model, and that was what I was going to also answer for you. Like the octopus business model is what I use because I'm a serial entrepreneur. There's several businesses that I have. You know what I'm saying? It's just not one business or one thing that I do that continually, push the whole method of growing and gaining in this industry. Because again, most of our artists, and me and Frederick was talking about this earlier, most of our artists that are even platinum status right now to this day they owe record labels or they're broke or you don't know where they are. They're trying to get a check to do a reality show. And they're starting to go independent now. They just realized that, let me start being a slave to this and, own something. And that's the truth.
Yeah, well, I mean, Frederick,
stop the violence, use your talents.
Frederick, how do you feel about it? I mean, about the a lot of the artists out there that are falsifying their numbers and because the social networks are so big that they feel that I guess the more followers they have, the more recognition that they'll get as an artist.
Well, there's a lot of fake artists promoting themselves in all kinds of fake ways inside and outside of social networking. It's just that this is a liability of social networking that you can fake anything.
Of course.
So, but that's just No, I've always resented, in fact, being told something like, it doesn't matter what your talent is, just how you market yourself.
Understandable.
So marketing is a tool that is always based on exaggeration. I suppose the question is, how far do you exaggerate? And where's that line that's acceptable?
That's where it comes in. It comes into
how
people,
far is your budget?
Well, it comes into people lie and numbers don't. You know what I mean? I guess that's where it comes into play. Huh?
Yeah.
So okay. So tell me this. So tell me, as far as because they call it growing your market organically. What do you guys feel when they say they use the word organic? How do you guys feel? How do you guys
organically? You know what?
What do you think they're talking about?
That's every day. That's something that I do every day there, and that's put out a post, and not just put the post out there, but also continue to send an email to a group of individuals that I know that are followers that I have put that work effort into gaining them. I know one-on-one that we've networked, we've communicated. So now that's an organic lead. That's a real number, from a follower or that that's out there.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I do that personally every day. I know everybody see mine out there. If you don't, just go to my little page. I'm learning. I started with the MySpace. I still got MySpace out there. I was just learning how to do the MySpace, but I had a lot of individuals, people, on the
MySpace
label to help.
That's ancient.
But it's ancient now. But it's still out there, and it's a lot of people and celebrities out there that got them.
I mean, Justin Timberlake owns that, so I mean, it's.
But listen,
cool.
when I was able to load, my first TV show out there, Stop the Violence TV show, back, in the early 2000s, you individual couldn't just automatically have access to load something over 15 minutes, and I was loading a 30-minute show, so that I had to go in from a business standpoint to say, okay, yeah, we're doing this, we are legitimately doing this show, so we like time, and we had to fill out application online to be able to get that space. And at that time you're talking like 5 gigs, but now I mean things are compressed now to hey, it's a wide door.
Yeah. So okay. Open. So you brought up like you're loading your shows and stuff like that. And I'm a stickler when it comes to uploading stuff on YouTube. YouTube is a lot of people don't understand, but YouTube is pretty much the only platform that pays. A lot of the
Sound Exchange, I get.
Well, I mean,
I get checks there too.
You get, but I mean on video hits. You know what I mean? Because I mean nowadays it's all about you see it, you believe it.
Right.
It's not just about listening to a song now. They're waiting for the video to know what the song is about.
Right.
So. Monetizing. I'm a stickler on monetizing. So a lot of people, I try to teach a lot of independent artists about the monetizing and how they get paid from, how they can get paid from, the YouTube platform, which is a great platform, I think.
Right.
Because of the fact they say, well, I'm up on Vivo and things like that, but they don't understand that they're using the YouTube platform. Vivo uses the YouTube platform as well, so that's like a third party that you're getting paid from.
Exactly. So run your commercials in there. Yeah.
It goes through Vivo, then from Vivo it goes to YouTube, then you get your money. So it's easier just to upload your music up on, you can upload your music with a CD cover. You can get hits that way as well, and you can monetize it. There's a little switch where every time you upload, there's a little button that'll say, "Would you like to monetize it?" And you click that button, it'll let you know if you can monetize it, if it's not if it's not licensed or anything by anybody else. Because what's happening is that a lot of people do a lot of cover songs. We know that on YouTube and for the visuals. It builds up their reputation. They can't monetize that because it's a Beyonce song, let's just say.
Right. Licenses.
But you never get a letter or anything that your music has to come down when you're singing like Beyonce or a Jay-Z song or anybody else that you may be doing a cover song. You never get penalized for that because you know why?
You're not getting paid for it.
Not that you're not getting paid for it. It's the fact that Jay-Z, Beyonce, and everybody else, whoever song you do, you can get a billion hits.
They're going to get the money.
They're the ones getting paid off of it. That's why they don't complain. Why would they complain?
That's what I mean. The person, you can't monetize off of it, but it's already monetized. They're getting the money. Yeah, I know how to do that. I've been doing that since day one.
You're just more PR for them.
Yeah, exactly. And,
I said
and
different revenue streams. You know, I do the. I'm up on that. BMikerob. Yeah, of course, monetizing. You know, and I purposely, you know, I show love too. You know, you got to give, and it shall be given.
Well, I mean, it's
press guys shaking together.
When you're doing cover songs, that's just good for popularity.
Yeah.
You know, and nowadays, every time that we do talent scouting and stuff like that, we'll tell them, well, sing us a cover song as well as your own music, because we kind of want to get a sound of who you are as an artist and how close you can get to the cover song. You know?
Definitely. Hey, we're gonna open up the phone lines too.
Let's definitely open up the phone lines.
The phone lines one time for
any
That's What's Up Radio Show.
Any questions that any artists out there have, you know, if we've been touching base over here at That's What's Up Radio. You guys, any questions you have, go ahead and give us a call. Me, G, or Frederick, don't mind answering them.
The Abrams over here. Yes, we are. That's What's Up Radio Show. Hey, the number is 323-965-1600. 323-965-1600. Roscoe's Media Center. That's What's Up Radio Show. Hey, listen.
And Pitbull Energy Drink. You already know.
Energy Drink.
Volato, we're definitely in the building. Let's go.
Yeah, that monetizing, all that. You know, we're going to, what we doing? We're doing a break right quick.
Yeah, let's do a quick break. We're going to do a quick break. Go ahead and call in. Make sure everybody calls in.
Yeah, call us up. One time for Jacksonville Jaguars. We won last night. See, we winning. Hey.
That's What's Up Radio. Yes. And we're back. That's What's Up Radio. It's your boy Big Mike.
I forgot that was 2 minutes. I forgot, you know. We had the phone lines open up. I think I dropped the call over here, you know. Listen, call back 323-965-1600. Fred, we appreciate you for coming in, you know.
Great to be here, G.
Yeah, man. So I really didn't talk to you a lot about, you know, your artistry and your restaurant that you was getting ready to build over. Well, no, actually, you didn't. You getting ready to build one here.
Not a restaurant, but it's going to be
a tower.
It's going to still be a takeoff of this tower that I had in Poland.
But you had a restaurant tower in Poland, right?
Yeah, it was a medieval building, 13th century.
Really?
Yeah.
So I mean, like that's like big. That's like what 5-star type stuff. That's stuff like the rappers be talking about, the rich rappers anyway.
No, well, you know, in Poland, there's a really big difference in terms of value of things, and our food was more expensive than the average Pole would pay for. We got a lot of foreigners.
So what exactly is it?
It was a culture venue. I had an art gallery, showed private films, had sometimes the Polish directors come in and talk about their films to the people that were there, having drinks and food.
So great networking like mixer / venue that was a setting that was a lot of people can come in and kind of like network with each other, right?
Yeah, well, fundamentally it was a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And a wine bar.
Okay.
Which I utilized for every kind of creative purpose I could think of.
Good.
So you had a gallery.
We had seminars, and we had even salsa dancing.
Cool.
On Thursdays for a while. We showed first-run films every week, every Monday. There's always something going on there.
That's good. That sounds good. That's something that's very well needed, because it's kind of, you can wind down and just kind of just chill. And,
everybody loved it. They felt it was like home. It was like
exactly
hanging at home and just easygoing, whatever was going on.
That's good.
I'm waiting on him to put it. He's building one here, and I'm waiting on that.
I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to formulate it.
I'm definitely waiting on that.
I'm not sure exactly how I'll formulate it, but I think it will be something like what I had, but minus the restaurant.
And this was like a tower, if I'm not mistaken. Abrams Tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually constructing a small tower here.
And about how many people you think fit in there? Or roughly?
I'm thinking. I haven't even thought about it.
Oh, okay.
Depends on if it's a standing event. It's going to be a private exhibition space, so when it's standing, it can be a lot of people. There's two floors.
Oh yeah, this guy's he's also an artist, such as with sculptures and things like which my little brother is just graduating from School of the Arts. Shout out, he's a sculpture artist, also, as well as a musician.
You do sculptures and stuff like that?
No, I don't work in sculpture.
Well, what do you want to call it, Fred? Because I call it sculpture.
I say multimedia because I work in a lot of different media.
But what about the glass
I don't work
type?
No, my glass was actually architectural stained glass. I used to do a lot of skylights.
Say that again, because I'm getting educated here. Okay.
I did architectural stained glass, but I also used it as a independent art medium, and I became known as amongst a group of mostly California artists that were exploring this ancient medium in various ways.
Because that's big. I did a whole segment and one time for Kate, because she's one of the producers that helped me to build that show where it spotlighted Fred and some of the things that he did for the Los Angeles what's that, subway or railway system, the proposal, which was like with the stain or architectural, what you call it?
Well, no, I did an architectural glass piece for a home in Santa Monica, which somehow reminded me the design was actually taken from a form of zoological life, and I thought of it being a map of a subway system, so I entitled it Proposal Diagram for the Los Angeles Metro, or Los Angeles Subway, and years later they started building one.
Right, and this was very monumental, So this is not just some ordinary guy right here. This is like family, like I said. He's a really rich entrepreneur, like worldwide international artist type of guy. Like it kind of rubbed off a little bit here. Hey, stop the violence, use your talents. It runs in the family. My dad's in Jamaica one time for Reggae Florida Friday too. BMikerob.
Yes, sir.
Listen,
yes,
man,
sir.
It is going down. I'm going to get me some Roscoe's chicken and waffles a little later.
Okay.
I hope.
I can't. It's crazy because as good as that stuff is, I can't eat that all the time because I end up falling asleep right away. I don't know what it is. It's
you get the itis.
I definitely get the
chicken
itis. And waffle itis, and it knocks me out every time.
Yes.
And I know, and as you can tell, I don't miss a meal, but I do miss that one sometimes.
Hey, you know what? I want to make sure I'm working. I need to finish up my album over there because I just put up Persistence right there. And, one time for Christ the Flower, it's a big reggae band. They're the pioneers of reggae music. I work with, the leader there, Mark Moore. He helped me with my first album, Persistence. I'm coming back. I still got material. I'm in the lab. I'm getting ready to finish up. BMikerob, I've been coming over there to your studio.
That's right, Rebel Studio, you already know.
So, hey, I was out Compton not too long ago, too. I'm getting ready to fly back to Duval for a minute. I'm going to record over there.
we're definitely trying to keep it so that a lot of people in this music industry can survive somehow, some way, on this independent market, because the music industry is not the same at all. They don't even, a lot of labels, just no labels actually have any budget for artist development like they used to, and that's why I guess anybody feels that they can be an artist, and I'm one of the ones that will keep it 100 with you. If you got it, you got it. You don't, you don't, or you need to work on it, or that's just what it is. I mean, if I set you up for failure, then that's exactly what you're going to do is fail. So,
hey, I always tell the people to dream big. You know what I'm saying? My mama say, baby, put your mind to it. You can do it. My dad will continue to push. He just dropped off the plane in Jamaica one time for all the people worldwide. I got brothers over in Jamaica, got some over in Japan. We have some over in Australia. One time for, all of you. You know your names. You know who you are. We appreciate, continue. This is how I network because, these people that I didn't name, but countries I name, they're there. You know what I'm saying? BMikerob, and that's organic.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
That's touching them. That's reaching out. I can say Lawson over in Zimbabwe, Africa. You know what I mean? I can say Jaretti in Kingston. I can say Dino in Japan. I can say Keiko in Australia. I can name some people out there. One time for Stro out there in Compton. I mean, people all the way in Duval, Bo, out there in Eastside, Jacksonville, one of Eastside finest,
That's
legendary type people,
That's what's up.
But it's legendary people doing things out here in Hollywood too, and that's why I continue to push and be useful and never give in and reach forward, press forward toward the mark for the prize of the high calling.
We can never stop. We can never stop. That's what it is. And it's always good to have people surround yourself with people that share your vision.
Yes, what's up?
And I think what's happening. I notice what's happening in the music industry is that people, they share your vision, but at the same time they have an agenda. And if you can go into any relationship, business relationship in this industry, whatever you're doing, you must go in with an attitude that everyone has an agenda. Yeah. And it's okay that they have an agenda, because what happens is you want them to be successful because you can utilize them as a resource at the end of the day. So but I just think it's just so many people that's sleeping with their hands in their pockets. Yeah. And they're so afraid of getting got, which means getting burned.
That's all I can say.
It's pushing each other away, and it's not growing at all. It doesn't grow your business. If you're going into business and you're skeptical about everybody around you, then I wouldn't even go into business. Hey, because your brand is your business.
Fear is a mother. Fear is a mother. Okay, fear is a mother, and this is one of them Fridays. I say this is my freedom, free from fear, and that's one of the lines that I penned in Stop the Violence. And actually, being the masterminds, freedom from fear, knowing that who made creation, God made creations. What is sensation? Hope of future achievements. You know what I'm saying? So people just have to have faith, which is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. If you continue to believe that and you continue to press forward and know who you are and whose you are, I think everything else is going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Just put it all into his hand.
That's right.
Put it all into his hand. Hey, Frederick, I appreciate you for coming in.
Thanks so much.
This won't be the first or the last, because he's also a musician. He plays, we work on instrumentation, because I'm an instrumentalist myself. So we vibe out, and we've been building some tracks also, BMikerob.
That's good. Good. That's what it's all about.
We've been building that for the last year or two, a few of them.
I create platforms. I stay in my lane. I create the platforms for artists to be able to showcase their skills and to give them a spot as well as to market themselves, So that's what I'm about.
Okay.
Great.
Hey, what you say, BMikerob? Something about the people you be around, show you who you are.
Show me who you hang with, I'll show you who you are.
You know what I mean?
That's pretty much how it is. And I get into bed with my shoes on all the time. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready, right?
Hey, one time for the 99-cent store and all of my Tunisian friends, Miriam in Tunisia. I want to say one time for Eli and Jose, because those are some of my family members out here and overseas over there in Israel, and again Jose down in Mexico. Hopefully you get back safe.
It's probably a lot of Jose's out there.
I know, right?
So they like, oh, they shouted me out on That's What's Up Radio. We got a lot of listeners coming up now.
Don Pepe.
You know
Don
what I mean?
Pepe.
But it's
Any other Abrams out there?
Yeah, okay. Hey, J.J. Abrams, you know, we trying to take a meeting because he got that new Star Wars movie coming out. Yeah. I just told Frederick, we got to take a meeting with J.J., you know, real soon, too.
You should have said how we met.
Shout out to
I mean, that's true. Social media, you know what I mean?
So what's up? That networking. That's that networking.
I'm like, who is my family out there?
Because it's the same family name.
Yeah.
Hey, there it
I'm
is.
like, who out here in Hollywood got the same last name as I have?
It's called networking.
Abrams. Okay.
That's what it is.
Do you know me? We might be related. Look at my granddaddy. We might be related somewhere. Look, I'm coming out. Oh, you an artist? Okay, I'm an artist too. Check me out. Hey, I'm gonna check you out. And that's how you network.
That's what it is. Shout out to our colleagues that are not here today. Sarge as well as
one time for Desi too.
Desi the Tabookilla. You know, we appreciate you guys. You guys, we missed you today. But we'll see you on the next shows. You already know. It's definitely going down. That's What's Up Radio. I'm your boy, Big Mike. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. Hey. Let's go.
See you if you're lucky. See you around like a donut. Round and round and round. One time for Jacksonville.